Hey guys, it's Paul Taylor with Paul Taylor Golf Instruction. I'm back with another video today. I want to go over a couple basic fundamentals that a lot of new students that I see don't really understand and don't really get when it comes to not only putting your hands on the golf club, but also addressing the ball. So a lot of the time I see people come with severely strong grips with their hand way back on the grip. I see people with very weak grips, either 10 finger, or they have their hands kind of overlapping other fingers that shouldn't be doing that. So today I just want to go over the basics of, first off, putting your hands on the grip. Second off, how do we address the ball whenever we're going to hit a golf shot. So we're out here at Oak Mountain State Park, beautiful day, waiting on a lesson. So I figured I'll just make a little video real quick. So let's talk about the grip first. So the biggest thing that you want to do when you're setting up your grip is you want to make sure that your hands are kind of sitting on the club naturally. If they're not sitting on the club naturally, then more than likely the club face will shift in the backswing or the downswing or impact, and it'll cause you to hit bad golf shots. It'll cause the ball to go right, left, just depending on what the club face does. So let's talk about the grip first. What I like to tell people, put your hands down to your side and just let them sit naturally. So the natural motion of your hands are going to be to, let them sit and kind of rest with the palms facing your body, right? This isn't natural, right? So the way we put our hands on the club is we want our hands to be as natural on the grip as possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to, like I said, put your hands to your side, and then you're going to grip it just naturally with your left hand. If you're a left-handed golfer, you're just going to grip it naturally with your right hand. Get your hand comfortable on that grip. Look down and make sure that the face is actually squared to where you're trying to hit. So for this instance, I'm going to be facing over here down the driving range so you guys can see the club face. So this would be open, this would be closed. This is a squared club face, right? So my hand's on there naturally, it feels good. I'm gonna bring it to the center. I'm gonna put it pretty much right over my belly button. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna bring that right hand in, put it naturally on the club, and you can do one of three things. You can have a 10-finger grip. So 10-finger would be all the fingers on the grip. You can do an interlock grip, where you interlock the pinky and the index, or you could do an overlap grip, where you are overlapping your pinky with your index finger, right? Okay, so what I like to do is overlap my finger here. Whenever I set myself up, I've got my grip set with my left hand, I bring my right hand in, and I've got my overlapping grip on the club. One other thing that a lot of people don't do is they like to have their thumbs straight down the shaft, straight down the grip. What we ideally would like to do is have the left thumb and the left index forming this V to be pointed somewhere up towards our right armpit with a right-handed golfer, left armpit with a left-handed golfer, right? So once we bring the right hand in, we're going to do the exact same thing. That we're going to form a V with our index and our thumb, and that's going to be pointed up pretty much towards our pec muscle here, maybe a little bit further to the inside. Sometimes it can be closer to the armpit. And then what you're going to want to do is move this index finger down slightly so you can have more control, right? So that's the basics of the grip. You can do a 10-finger, you can do an overlap, you can do an interlock. I prefer overlap, it's just more comfortable for me, but it just depends on what you're looking for. With juniors, I like to do a 10-finger grip sometimes just because they're not strong enough. It gives them more control over the club. But as they grow, we kind of changed that slightly. And that's kind of what I did whenever I was a junior golfer as well. So let's go over that one more time. Hands down to your side, grip it naturally with your hand. Bring the right hand in once you bring it to the center. Overlap, interlock, or 10-finger. I like to overlap. And then the way to check it is to put the club up and check that club face. And notice how my club face is very square right there, right? So that's the basics of the grip. Now let's talk about the setup, right? When you're setting up to the ball, a lot of the time I'll see people standing really tall. I'll see people way far away and they're trying to reach out with their hands like this. You want to be over the ball as naturally as possible, right? So when you set yourself up, and I'm sorry, I'm filming with a phone, so I'm trying to stay inside of the camera angle. what you want to do is bend over at the waist instead of bending over with our knees this way or over bending like this and having our legs very straight, right? So what you want to do is you want to put the club right out in front of you, bend over at the waist, and then let the arms just kind of naturally just fall down. And where they should be is they should be sitting kind of right under your chin, somewhere around your chin, sometimes inside, sometimes a little bit outside your chin, but I like to let them feel like they're pretty much right over my chin when I'm setting up. Now when I set up, notice that I'm not bending too much, I'm not bending this way, and I'm not overextending my arms. That's another big thing I see. People like to get super tense, and getting tense in a golf swing is just terrible for everything. It causes so many problems. It's not worth it. I mean, you want to be as relaxed, as natural over the golf ball as possible, right? So we've got our grip, and then I want you to feel like you're bending at the waist, and you're going to let your arms just kind of naturally drop. And that's about how far you should be from the golf ball, right? Just a natural move. I'm not too tense. My arms are nice and relaxed. My hands are relaxed. And then we're keeping this nice spine angle kind of up. So I like to tell people, feel like your chest is staying a little bit taller. So when you address the ball, it should look something similar to this motion, right? So that's kind of the very basics of the grip and the setup. Obviously, as we progress through these videos, I'm going to get more in depth with certain things, but that'll kind of give you just a basic general knowledge of where you should be when you're setting up to the golf ball, and where should your hands be on the grip. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.